Going on, everyone? This is Daryl Andrews, Coach D, coming to you with another one of my LinkedIn Live videos and recordings here. And want to take some time today to, first of all, wish everyone a happy new year. We're day 5 of 2023. And if you're like me, I love the beginning of the year, man. I think it's just one of the greatest times. It's exciting. You can start thinking about the things you want to accomplish for the year. And it's just powerful. It's a powerful time to reset, re-engage, and focus. But what I want to talk to you about here for a few moments is something you can do to make it exciting all throughout the year. And because of typically what happens, as we know, as time goes on, the responsibilities of life kick in, things take place, circumstances and challenges, abound. And then before you know it, we're not so excited about the new year anymore, and we're waiting for the next year to come. Um, but it's something my wife and I started doing a while ago, and that is doing these vision boards. Now, let me kind of preface what I'm about to share with two people that you all know that I heard talk about vision boards. The first was Steve Harvey. And I remember Steve Harvey was being interviewed, and he said that he would not know what to do if it wasn't for his vision board. Other words, that the success you see him achieve, that he has achieved, has been a byproduct of creating a vision board for he and his wife. All right. So that's one person that we know of. The other person that talked about this was Oprah Winfrey. And you would think that these are two people that have achieved a significant amount of personal success financially, of course. Life is not measured just by, financial success, but excuse me one second. But the fact remains both of these individuals have achieved a significant amount of success. And so I think the primary reason why they have, when you use the context of a vision board, is that instead of just writing down goals, which many of us do, and sticking it in a journal or sticking it in some type of location on our internet, the vision board creates a visual. It's something, if you position it right, you can look at the thing every day. And if you use it correctly, then it becomes a constant reminder of some of the things that you want to accomplish for the year. Now, let me share about my wife and I. Now, this is just, we're not talking about Steve Harvey and Oprah Winfrey, but we did our vision board last year in January. We're going to do ours again this weekend. I always wait to the beginning of the year and kind of get some things. My wife has a process she likes to go through. It's not just putting, things in on a document. It's real strategic. And I love the way she thinks. She's an analytical thinker, and it helps our family out tremendously. But we put some things down on our vision board last year, you know, and I'll tell you something. The majority of the things that we put on that vision board, I'm not going to go through all of them. I will share one in particular, came to pass. Literally came to pass. And what was interesting is I'm going to recommend to you with your vision board to make sure it's strategic and focus and definitely accountability as far as analysis on an ongoing basis. But I'm also going to say that we didn't do a lot of that. We really didn't. We basically put it up on the board, okay, and we would look at it from time to time, and one thing at a time would start happening for us. So, like I said, I'm not going to share everything because that's our business. But one thing I would share that happened is we have always wanted to take a Mediterranean cruise. Always. That was like that was on my bucket list. I said one thing I want to do before I check out of here one day is I want to take a Mediterranean cruise. And I'm proud to say in May of last year, we took an 8-day Mediterranean cruise. Now, keep in mind, I've been waiting the majority of my life for this, literally. And we put that thing on the vision board, and within 5 months, we were cruising to Rome, Naples, Crete, Turkey, Greece. Man, I thought had used the old saying, but died and gone to heaven. It was one of the most amazing trips I saw Ephesus. For those that are Christians, I actually saw the place where Paul preached the Gospels. I was just this all of it was just amazing. I saw where Mary lived, her actual home. Again, using the Bible. Then I went to Athens. I studied where the first Olympics took place. Oh man, went to. I really enjoyed Turkey. Istanbul and those places, and it just was nice. So the point I'm making is, we put that on a vision board, and within 5 months, we were on that cruise. So, like I said, there's some business things I can share. There's some other things I can share, but it was that vision board. So this year, I would encourage you, don't just have goals, create a vision board. All right. One thing I like right now is, like, a lot of my customers are starting to do vision boards. I mean, it's amazing. Like, they're encouraging their staff to do vision boards. And that one right there is a surprise to me, because we've done vision board training for organizations, but usually it's their clients. Like, in workforce development, we do training with the clients. We come in, we do a vision board workshop for them, and I'll tell you, I've seen some amazing things happen from there. Like, we did workforce development for years under what's called the Workforce Investment Act, and all of the job seekers we work with, we had them do vision boards, and I'm telling you, it changed their lives. It changed their lives. It's amazing what happens when you do it. So now we have, we don't run programs anymore, but we train new organizations that do. So many of them invite us in to work with their clients, live and virtual now. We actually have a virtual vision board class. We're going to be doing one next week for Montco Works in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, for their staff and their partners. But it's just amazing now, like I said, that people are just doing it for their organizations, because they realize people having a vision for their work and the things they want to accomplish and things like that is powerful. And you don't have to do a big board. You can do a smaller board that you can really put right in your office location that you can look at every day to keep that vision right in front of you. And so, but then there's things you need to put on that board that clarify specifically what it is you're trying to accomplish. It's not just putting pictures up there. It's some other aspects of it that I ain't gonna get into in the detail right now. So a couple of things to consider when you're thinking about doing an organizational vision board or an individual vision board. And if you have any comments on this, please pop it in the feature here. Like I said, I like to highlight what people say in these different these are free events that we do. We just put it out there on LinkedIn, and just giving out some information. Put it in the chat feature, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever done a vision board? Is anybody out there that's watching this, or have you ever done one? What was it like for you? Has it been beneficial? And would you recommend them? Because again, I gave you some famous examples, but every day folks do the same thing. So I'm going to give you a few keys to think about when it comes to doing an effective vision board. One, make it realistic. All right. There's nothing worse than trying to have a vision for something that you realize is so far out of your reach. I understand big, hairy, audacious goals, but some things are just too, if you never had a business and you say, well, I'm going to go into business, I'm going to do 20 million this year. That's unrealistic. Some businesses don't do that in 10 years, but you're going to do it in one. That's an unrealistic goal, But if you have a goal of opening up the business, getting your articles of incorporation in place and putting your team together, maybe that's a realistic goal for this year. That's a simple goal. It makes sense. So we want, I don't want to go through the whole SMART thing, but, the reality is we want it to be SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-oriented. And then also monthly, pick a day in the month and go look at these goals, your vision board. Like, not just look at it in passing, but analyze. Where am I with some of this? Am I moving closer to achieving it? Some of it may be low-hanging fruit that you can hit immediately to give you some success. But other things is something you're going to continue to work on. All right. So definitely have your a monitor monthly. And also one thing was nice about my wife and I, do it with someone. Do it with someone. Don't do it by yourself. I mean, you can, if you don't have anybody you can do it with, but it's always nice, like a friend or a family member or a spouse, to do these vision boards with, because that now gives you somebody that you can be accountable to. All right. And so I'm getting ready to end this. If there's any questions, I'm going to put my company's, website in here. That's our website. Okay. And if you have any questions, reach out to us. This is really something I think that if people start to make this an annual routine, you're going to see a lot of people, obviously, including yourself, um, get a little bit closer. It is a little bit closer, all right, to achieving goals that once were seen unattainable. Because a vision board keeps that thing continuously in your mind, and it encourages you to pursue something that's visible. Again, visual, not just hidden on a inside your computer on some type of goal setting location, or it's on your phone, which you may never even get to it. The vision board gives you a clear picture of what it is you're trying to accomplish. So that's all I have for today. Hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at the Coach D Speaks website. Take care. Bye-bye.